Greetings, and welcome to A Year of Movies, a Planet Geek production. For this project, we are using the Ivan Walters reference book of 365 films to watch on the day they happened. Each day, we watch a movie associated with the date we are watching it on. And as it is the 25th of May, we are going to be watching Wilde from 1997, directed by Brian Gilbert and starring Stephen Fry. So when it comes to the actual movie itself, I was unaware of its happenings. I do know who Oscar Wilde is. I'm aware of his history and the stories that surround his life. I was unaware of the development of this movie. While there has been several incarnations of Oscar Wilde showing up through different movies and all that, I think this is the first one that I am aware of that actually centers on Oscar as a main character. That being said, this would definitely be a first viewing for me. And not only does this movie star Stephen Fry in the main role, it also stars Jude Law, Tom Wilkinson, Jennifer Ahle, Michael Sheen, and Vanessa Redgrave. Like I said, this movie centers around the life of Oscar Wilde, again, played by Stephen Fry, who is a married writer who has occasional indulgences in his weakness for male suitors. And after much toil, he debuts a stage comedy in London and results in a conversation struck up in the theater with Lord Alfred Douglas, who is played by Jude Law. The encounter itself leads to a full-on romance, and then Wilde ends up in a legal dispute with Lord Alfred's father, the Marquis of Queensberry, who is played by Tom Wilkinson. And unfortunately, with the anti-gay local laws, he is sent to jail. And it's Wilde's a vast in intelligence and intellect that helps him survive until he gains his freedom. Now, while I mentioned at the beginning that I was unaware of this movie until reading it on this list as the next movie to watch, I was fascinated by, first of all, the cast. Stephen Fry does a fantastic job portraying Oscar Wilde in this beautifully acted and very well put together drama that gives us an insight to a very, at times, sort of covered up lifestyle. Of course, through the expanse of history, we know a lot more about Oscar's personal life at the time, but in the time, very little was let out to the public, but this movie allows us to go beyond that veil. Teaming Stephen Fry up with both Jude Law and Michael Sheen as two separate lovers of his is just so spectacular. These actors do fantastic job of handling the situation that they find themselves in. The movie looks very gorgeous because we got such the opulent costumes and whatnot that both Oscar Wilde and the gentlemen, or just actually the cast around him, wear. Just the top end of fashionist design at the time. However, one of my most favorite things about having Stephen Fry in this role is the tremendous, towering presence that Stephen Fry has over everybody else in the cast. Nobody comes close to being his height. So in crowd scenes, it is just this Stephen Fry head just above everyone else. It's just a hilarious sight to see. And like I had mentioned, Oscar Wilde gets tried and convicted and sentenced to 2 years of hard labor, and that happens on May 25th, 1895. which is about an hour and 35 minutes into this 1 hour and 58-minute movie. All right, so on that note, we're going to wrap up this particular episode and look off to the future to see what movie we're going to be watching for tomorrow. And that is for May 26th, which is going to be Despicable Me from 2010. So until next time, go see a movie.